Shopping? Do you want to tell your friend about what you shopped last week? Girls, where you bought that expensive jewelry, and boys, where you got those really cheap t-shirts? Yes, I know you want to tell them. But do you really struggle with the words? Then stay with me. I'm Michelle, and this lesson is about prices. I'm going to teach you how to talk about prices. Right, so let's start with the first one here. It cost a fortune. This talks about something that is very, very expensive. You know what? I crashed my car once. I didn't get hurt, that's all right, but the sad part was my car got hurt and it cost me a fortune to repair it. But now it's fine. Moving on to the second one. It cost an arm and a leg. Alright, so let's talk about the origin of this phrase first. About a century or so ago, the painters used to charge a lot for painting, and it was believed, it was a trend at that time, that a painting till the shoulders, including the head, was really cheap. And the painting until the waist was the second one in price. And a painting until your feet was the most expensive. So following that comes this, something which is very expensive. Do you go to concerts? And how are the tickets? Are they like cheap? No, they usually cost us an arm and a leg, right? This one here, that's a rip-off. Rip-off. What do you mean by rip? Causing a hole, right? So this one can definitely cause a hole in your pocket. If something is so expensive that you have to pay a lot of money for it, then that's a rip-off. So I'll write for it, extremely expensive. Let me tell you something. Once I got a pen from Hong Kong, and that pen was for $30. And I came home and I showed my best friend, look at that pen, that's so cool, and it had a special design, some special art on it. And my friend showed me another pen that she had, and it looked just the same. And she got that for $10 in the local market. OMG, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. I, of course, felt so bad, and I told her, what a rip-off with me. I was cheated, and it was a hole in my pocket because it was not worth the money, right? The fourth one here, that's a bit pricey. So, do you have a jacket that's slightly expensive, that's a bit pricey? Buy another one. That's not so pricey. So we can use it for something that is not too expensive, but a little bit expensive. I can afford it. Maybe your girlfriend wants you to buy a car which is really expensive. Well, why don't you be honest with her and just tell her that right now you can't afford it. Maybe somewhere in the future you'll buy it for her, right? This one here. Something that you do not have enough money for. That's what it means. I can't afford. Not enough money. Sad. But it's okay, you'll make it. That's quite reasonable. This phrase talks about something for which you have enough money and the price that you're paying for it is equal to the quality. price is equal to the quality. That's quite reasonable. So I went to this mall in Dubai, which is a very, very popular mall, and I was expecting it to be a bit too pricey, but actually it turned out to be quite reasonable. So I was very happy. Right, with this we move on to the next few phrases. That's a good deal. This is talking about something, again, like this, it's quite reasonable. It has a similar meaning for something for which the price is equal to the quality and which is a good cost for money. Good cost for money. Good deal. So I ordered for this phone on Amazon and I really liked the look of it. So I ordered it. But I really didn't go through the features, and it was after ordering, foolish me, that I read the reviews. And I read that the features are not so good. But to my surprise, when I got the phone, I saw that the features were awesome. And then I thought that that's quite a good deal for money, right? I'm sure it is. With this, we move on to the next one. It's 20% off. This phrase means that you do not pay the original price for the product. Rather, you pay a reduced price for that particular product. Pay a reduced price. This is more like an offer, and it is also called as discount. Please be careful with the two offs here, the two Fs here. I suggest that you do not use a single F because then the meaning will entirely change. This off here means from the overall price, 20% is reduced. It is cut off. For this, remember I had told you about a mall in Dubai, which was quite reasonable and which I expected to be a bit pricey, but it turned out to be quite reasonable. In that very mall, I availed a 20% off on my overall purchase. That's so cool, isn't it? Do you also want to go to Dubai? I'm sure. All right, coming to the last two. It was a real bargain. Bargain also means that when you're paying the price for something, you get much more in quantity than what you pay for. And where does this happen? It often happens at sales, right? You pay so much, you pay very little, but you get a lot of quantity. So this can be used at a sale, when you get a product from a sale. So let me share with you, once some guests visited me and they really liked the furniture in our living room. And they asked me, where did you get the furniture from? How much did it cost you? And I told them, I'll tell you the truth, just you. I got it on a sale. But I didn't want to tell it to them, right, that I got it on a sale. So what did I tell them? It was quite cheap. It was a real bargain, right? That's one way of saying it. So if you don't want to tell the price of something, you can probably say it like this. It was a real bargain. Now the last one. It was dirt cheap. Dirt cheap? Let's talk about the origins of this phrase. So, dirt cheap, as it says, means that something which is as cheap as dirt. So anything that cheap, I mean nearly that cheap, or something which comes at a very low price is something where it's somewhere where you can use it was dirt cheap. I'll write it for you. At a very low price. Do you go to the vegetable market where you get cute little earrings? No, where you get either fruits or vegetables. So there, if you get some really cute plums and fruits and you get them at a very low price, you can always say that I can just buy more of these plums. They are dirt cheap. So these are the areas where you can use all these phrases. I'll recollect it for you just to help you remember them. It cost a fortune. It cost an arm and leg. Very expensive products. That's a ripoff. Extremely expensive, hole in your pocket. That's a bit pricey, little expensive. I can't afford it. It's way beyond the money that I have. These are the phrases that you can use for things which are very, very expensive. That's quite reasonable, and that's a good deal of money. These two you can use for things that come in a fairly good amount of money, not too expensive, not too cheap. So fairly good amount of money. I'll make a star here and a star here, saying that fairly good amount of money. 20% off can be used in a situation of discount where you are able to avail some discount and it was a real bargain or it was dirt cheap where something is very, very cheap. Now that you've learned so many phrases to be able to talk about shopping, what are you waiting for? Go tell your friend what you shopped for, how much did it cost, was it dirt cheap or did it cost you an arm and leg? And also, if they don't know the meaning of these phrases, you're good to go. Go and explain it to them. I hope to see you again. Signing off with this lesson and coming back with another interesting lesson. See you. Take care. Bye-bye.